Hey, how's it going, Leah? How's it going, Gail? All right, Gail. Sounds good. Hey, Joyce, how you doing? Did y'all have a good Christmas? Not especially, but you're grateful. Yeah, me too. I'm excited. I had a little peek to the top shelf. I gotta admit that. I was really excited. So, but yeah, I mean, I had to crack the lid anyhow. So I just took a little peek, but everything looks good so far. I'm a cheater, yeah. Was your son acting a fool? You'll show it. Yeah, yeah. I'm just waiting for people to get in here. Just so everybody can see that I first start unloading. And some people came in last time a little late, so I'm just kind of waiting for more people to get in. And then I'll take the camera over to the kiln. Now let's just walk over there anyhow. I don't know how many people have joined in today. Oh, sorry about the lights. All right, here we go. We'll take you in here. Hopefully give you a decent view of the kiln. Might have to raise you up a little bit. It's hard to do these because I don't have the computer monitor over here to see your chat very well. Sorry, I gotta move this up so I can attach the cord so y'all don't lose power. So you'll be a little shaky here for a minute. Just hang tight. Alright. There we go. Looks like I already got a shadow because of my camera. Alright. Let me see what kind of view you have right now. And we're going to have to bend you down a little bit more. And that should be... Let's do this. These kilns are so close together right now. Alright. I think this will be an alright view. It looks like you're still going to be able to see me. So, there we go. Maybe bring my light this way a little bit. That might help some. I did honestly get all this stuff ready beforehand, so yeah, y'all can see that pretty good. All right. I just can't read the chat right now. Here, tornado threats today. You got some tornado threats today. Holy cow. Hey, Mr. Wolf. How you doing? Glad everybody's here. Mr. Wolf's here. Leah, Gail. Oh my God! Now you know that took me back to romper room way back in the day. I can see Ben. I can see Leah. That showed my age too much. All right. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I wish my cord on my screen was a little bit longer. Meow says having a bad day. That's horrible. Sad to hear that you're having a bad day. But now you're supposed to have a good day. Because you're here now. So it looks like I got a good cone 6. That's the top shelf. And the 7 started down a little bit. So that's not bad. Okay. It's looking really good. This is the oatmeal with the walnut over top of it. It actually turned out really nice, actually. I don't know. I like this combination. I like how we got some runs across here. It's really cool. Yeah. Nice bowl. Nice bowl. Another one. Oh yeah, look, I got runs over here. It's funny, I've opened the kiln and it's actually pretty cold. I had to wait, so I promised y'all I wouldn't open it, so. Looks like there were some pinholes, but they closed up. They're completely closed up. So, still looks pretty nice. I do like that combination. I do. I did do a few of these because I like the look. Oh, okay, so this is my other clay body that has speckles in it, okay? So you can see the difference without the speckles. I kind of like the speckles better. But this is the oatmeal. Same combination. I think the speckles look better on this, to be honest with you. Yeah. Oh, and this is, oh, what did I call this? Oh, that's weird. That's interesting. I did not have any purple in that glaze, but look at that. I actually got purple in there. And this is the walnut, and this is the deep avocado, I think. No? I think it is, actually. Yeah. But look at that, had gotten purple in there. And I never put purple in this. So, that's pretty cool. It really ran. Look at that. Look at how that ran. The walnut glaze is pretty cool. I like how it breaks on the edges. Oh, yeah. Well, that one looks good, too. I do like that. Kind of a green color. Oh, look at this. Teal. And this is the white. And every time I put these two together, the white breaks for some reason. But that's okay. I like it. I kind of like it like that. We got this one, which it looks like it's the white on top of the cobalt. It's okay. Still a cool piece. Different. Now here, this is just an all red plate. Looks like I might glaze this one again, just on spots where it looks like I didn't have the coverage right here. But everywhere I did, it looks perfect. I don't know if you can see that. There's some spots where it didn't get a second coat for some reason. I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention. But I can always go back over those spots. But nice plate. No cracking. Awesome. Let me go read some of your comments too. Looking good, Swan City. Hey, how you doing, Swan City? Hi, Ryder. You love the speckles. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I agree. I think that the walnut really looks good. I really like the speckles in my clay. So I definitely have to buy more of that clay. And the walnut is nice. With that, the color combination to me, I think looks really nice. So let's clear this shelf and we'll do the next one. Gotta make some room over here. I can't put my things where I had them, my shelving where I had them. Let's just move them over a little bit, give these shelves some room. All right. Before I fire again, I gotta put some more coats on. Gotta put some more coats on my shelves because it looks like it's getting a little light. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we're we went past the cone 6 on that one. And cone 7 was starting down pretty good. And I did have the vent on, and I meant to turn it off and I forgot. I fell asleep, and so the vent was on the whole time again this time. So let's see if we can repeat the last time this happened. If it does, I know that for sure it's the vent. Oh, so this is the this is raw clay body here. This is my speckled clay I have. This is the cobalt blue, and then this is with the walnut glaze over top. And you can kind of see how they kind of blended together. The inside looks like I could have done a little bit more of the walnut. Still a really good looking cup. There's a red, my speckled clay body, and then the white. You see how the white, it tends to bring some of the red through it. But pretty cool. I gotta say, I like the coyote glazes if you want stability in your glazes, because I tell you what, they are very stable in the jar. I put the white on the inside. Again, my speckled clay body. Nice jar. Deep avocado. And it's got a little bit of white on the top too. There's my mint green with the white on top. We're gonna change this up with some new glazes. I want to get a white that's gonna run on me more, and so I get some better combinations going. I like to see the glazes run. Another deep avocado. Pretty cool. Oh, so this one ran. See that? Ran a little bit here. Looks like it came right down. You know what? That's almost like It's almost like I put the wrong glaze on top of that. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, look at it. It ran on the inside too, guys. Look at that. That's the kind of stuff I like to see. And this is the white. This is the white linen on top. Speckled clay body, mint green. But I'd swear I have... I think I have that deep avocado underneath that. Because it stayed, and it looks like the mint ran off the deep avocado. And then with the white glaze I have, that's interesting. Huh. That's a mistake that I wasn't expecting, but I might have to experiment with that one a little bit. Here's the red glaze I have, speckled clay. And it looks like I had one coat of white on there. I still like the difference, but I like to see it run, like I said. This is just the red bowl. Oh, here's another one of those with the oatmeal down here and then walnut up top. I like how it breaks on that edge. Again, same thing. I really like that. I like the walnut. I'm a fan of how it moves. Kind of interesting about that other piece, though. It looks like the deep avocado was in there. Birthday today. Hey y'all. Happy birthday. Happy. Oh, it was very nice. Yes. Thank you all for being in here, because I haven't. It's hard for me to see a chat right now. I did read some of the comments quickly, but Ben, yeah, if you did hear me, I did actually forget to turn the daggone thing off. But this time, I don't seem to have those same issues so far. I'm not down at the bottom shelf where I had most of it happen, though. So we get down there, you might see a difference. I'm expecting that. But I don't know if you guys could see that when I was showing you that, you know, because this is the color of my deep avocado right here. But the mint ran off of that right here. I mean, it looks like I screwed up. But it's an interesting how this has happened. And I might have to explore that more, because it even pulled the white down too. So that's just, it's very interesting how that played out. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. All right. Red looks really good. That dark red looks really good on that clay body. I didn't get that clay body this time because it was so dang on expensive for me. And I do want to get it again because I do like it. Careful. Alright. Well, we have some interesting results down here too. So, this was a piggy I did. And this is the walnut glaze up top. I think he actually looks pretty cool like that. You can see how it kind of ran down here a little bit. How it mixed with the blue. But that's the walnut up top. And he really turned blue on the bottom. That's that cobalt blue. This is a speckled clay body. He really turned out nice. I like him. Stay right there. Oh. So this was that pink I think I had. Yeah. This was the pink. And everything ran to the bottom. See that? Everything ran to the bottom. Oh, this was purple. I'm pretty sure that was the purple color. That was more purple than pink anyhow. But it all it all ran to the bottom. Even the inside, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it kind of ran to the bottom on there too. I'm taking these out. We can talk more about these when I get out there, but after I unload it, I can show the pieces and we can talk more about them. But because I can't see the chat right now, but this one here is interesting too. How you see how that design on the inside got there? I don't know what happened there, but maybe it's not enough coverage. I don't know, but the outside looks perfect. Nothing wrong with the outside. It's the inside that has a different look to it. Which, I mean, I don't care. I kind of like that, but it's just interesting how it all blended. And this speckled clay, I always get dimples in my speckled clay for some reason, but they're not holes. They're not pinholes, but it's just like it's dimply. I don't know. And this bowl is interesting too. Look at that. So this is the oatmeal again. Is it the oatmeal? Yeah. I think it is the oatmeal. It is. But I put that walnut over top of that edge. And I really like that. The one thing I noticed though is when I use the oatmeal on the inside, it tends to run darker in the middle. Like it runs down or something, which is interesting. But if you look at the edge, the inside edge of that, how the walnut just, it breaks the edge. I really like the look, but I'm not liking how dark it is in here, but it's a very usable piece. It looks awesome, actually. Now, here's a butter bell. Here's another butter bell, and this isn't in red. So, nice little butter bell. This is a small one, you know. That's a dark red on a speckled clay body. And this one here looks like I can glaze again. Looks like the bottom I didn't get enough. And actually it looks pretty decent on the inside. It's with the white over top. And then here's the mint. The mint always turns out perfect for me, it seems like. Look how it actually ran on the inside. Actually ran on the inside. So this got a little bit hotter on the bottom, I'm sure. Which is interesting. This is not even the bottom of the kiln yet, but you could tell it got a little bit hotter, and I'm starting to get that transition to where it's starting to run a little bit. But it's still actually shiny all the way around. Oh, a little shot glass. A little shot glass. He's not really even quite a shot, I don't think. But, yeah. Little shot glass. All right, guys. All right. Like I said, I'm going to get to your comments after we'll talk about it, all these pieces. Because right now, it's like I said, it's hard for me to see your chat right now. All right. So I hope everybody had good holidays. Looks like we got a good many people in the room right now, which is good. I love this Scut kiln, by the way. If you are in the market for a kiln, I'd definitely get a Scut. I am very happy with it. It looks like I'm getting pretty consistent results with everything. So this is a cone 6. So it matches the center of the kiln. So it definitely went down. It's over a cone 6. So here's the middle and here's the bottom. So yeah, cone 6, definitely a hard cone 6. And cone 7 dropped probably, wow, so this is the bottom of the kiln. This is the middle of the kiln. The middle of the kiln was hotter than the bottom. That's it. That's really weird. For a cone 7, it went down more. But it probably, it probably was the hottest point of the kiln, though, now that I think about it. It was retaining its heat while the bottom was being drawn and the top was being drawn. So that's interesting. And it, has to do with the way the shelves were put in and all that. But yeah, I think the middle retained its heat a lot more. So this is a yellow glaze. Okay. This is a yellow glaze, which it doesn't look like yellow at all to me. Maybe a little bit. The center is a little bit more yellow. But what I ended up doing with this is I put the walnut glaze over top. And it must have drew some of that down into the bottom of the bowl. It's really interesting how it broke and stuff. Huh. Actually, I like that. This is a new clay body. Huh. Very interesting. Some of this is probably me, but I could probably refire this again. Maybe put more yellow on it and see what happens. Because I didn't have any problem with it running here at all. Here's a piece it's got the cinnamon on the bottom and the walnut on the top. This is the kind that's got the you can put your straw in here. These are not large cups, but pretty cool. Oh, so this is another yellow. This is what the bowl should have looked like. The yellow. This is a speckled clay, though. So a different clay body, And this is the walnut up top. So interesting. I don't think I like the combination. I don't know. I'm not sold on it. Just to say that, I'm not really sold on it yet. Looks like I had a little spot I missed there. Again, that's the yellow and the walnut. Not the prettiest combination, in my opinion. But look at that, how it ran. That's interesting. I'm not a huge yellow fan anyhow. There's the cobalt blue, and it looks like I put the white. That's not white. Yeah, I guess it is white. So oh, so this one I did half and half. So this one here is the teal, and then this is the walnut. The walnut likes to run for sure. And where they kind of met each other, looks cool. The inside. That combination might not be bad. Again, I was trying different stuff here, so. And there's the cinnamon and the walnut, which I think they go together. The cinnamon and the walnut, they look good together. I need to put something else on top maybe to break it up more. I don't know. We'll try different things there, but I think that the cinnamon and the walnut look pretty cool together. And this again was the which is different because this. Okay, so this is the yellow glaze, but it's probably one coat of the yellow, and then I put a white over top. So that's interesting. I kind of like that. I'm not sure. Maybe I just do one coat of the yellow. It actually doesn't look too bad unless that's different. I should have wrote this one down. Because that could be walnut actually down here. I think it's walnut down here with the white on top. Yeah, that's what it is. Walnut with the white on top. That's exactly what it is. I can recognize it right here. So that's the reverse of what I had before. And I kind of like that too. Wow, so it's getting purple in here. And it's like, that's really interesting. The colors, and look at this. And look at this up here. I mean, that really looks cool to me. And the inside, look at the inside where, I don't know if I can get you in here good enough, but it actually turns purple. These two colors go purple together, which is really wild. I think I did the same thing on this one. Okay, so here we go. This is the result of that air flowing through these pieces with the vent on. That's what that is right here. This is the results we were kind of seeing before, where you have looks like a different glaze color here. I think that's what that is, because it's, I don't know, that's really different. I'll have to inspect this more, but it kind of makes me think that's what happened there. But the rest of them aren't like that though. This must be a different glaze combination, guys. And Gail's going to tell me, you should write this down, Terry. And I know I should. I still like that. That combination there I like. I like this combination. So I left a little bit of the clay body down here. This is the cinnamon and this is the white. You can see how the white kind of breaks across that edge with the cinnamon. And the inside. And then our good old cobalt blue. And it looks like we had some walnut on top, the way it looks. And the walnut just went to the bottom on that one. Oh, look at that. This is really cool. This is really cool, guys. Look at this. Look at how it ran right through here. Pretty wild. And then the inside turns freaking purple on me. Huh. That is pretty cool. All right, let's get these out here and let's have a talk about this. This is pretty interesting. These have got to be almost the same thing. All right, let's go out here and I'll get all of them out here and we can talk about some of these, because I got some interesting combinations here. And I need to get some more glazes too. I like to, like I said, make my own, so I can get some better combinations that way too. I tell you what, the bottom turned out a lot more interesting this time. All right. Let me get the camera out. I'm going to pull the light out with me too. Okay. And bring you guys out with me now. You're going to be shaking around a little bit until I get you all out here. All right. Okay. So here's what we did today. Oh, these wires. So what do you all think of this kiln opening? Overall, what do you think of the kiln opening? I think it actually turned out pretty good. I got some really interesting results, which I'm not mad about. I mean, you know, it's always an experiment when you're mixing up glazes like that. Come on. I'm bringing my light around so we have a little more light on the subject here. There we go. There you go, guys. Let's see. I'm going to raise you guys up a little bit so I can see more of the chat. There we go. Straighten you up a little bit. All right. Okay. Gail was low-key trying to make purple happen. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too, Leah. I think they did too. Man, no breaks. Yeah, no unstable. I mean, everything looks actually really good. I mean, the kiln worked perfectly. All right, it worked to how I ran it. So I didn't have anything that was bad. Thank you, Gail. Yeah, some interesting combinations. You know it. I mean, I thought they were pretty interesting. And I suppose some of them I should have written down, right, Gail? Hey, Nick, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Nick. I appreciate that, brother. I really do. These aren't my glazes. These are, you know, commercial glazes. I plan on this next year getting into making my own glazes. So that would be pretty fun for me. I'm going to love that. But yeah, these are all commercial glazes, okay? And every glaze I have here is a coyote glaze. So, except for the red's not a coyote glaze. The walnut is not a, is it white? Let me see here. Can't remember now. Yeah, so the walnut is a coyote glaze. So this is what they have. Now, as you see up top here, the cobalt, you see some cobalt blue up here and stuff. Those are not coyote glazes. Those are not. These down here are all coyote glazes except for the red. And all these are too, are coyotes. But yeah, I mean, I think we did pretty good today. I was excited to open this kiln load. Well, yeah, I'm sure. You know, I'm sure she'll be down here. She likes the yellow, you know, and I don't know that the yellow turned out perfect this time. And, you know, but that's okay. You know, it's hard, I think, to get a really good yellow. I don't know. We'll find out when my experience continues with glazes. But, I mean, you know, this was a yellow here. This was a yellow glaze here. And then I put the oatmeal here and the walnut up top. So that's what that combination is. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sabrina. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I have more next over here that I can show you all too if you haven't seen them. But yeah, so this is the walnut up top. This is the yellow glaze here. And then this is the oatmeal here. And I thought, you know, let's try a weird combination, right? You know, why not? And yeah, let's see. She was just talking about loving the yellow, but only yellow. Yeah, she loves the yellow. She definitely loves the yellow. I love the walnut glaze too, so I got to find out how to use this walnut glaze. I think I have a good palette when it came to this one. When it came to this one here, I think that the cinnamon and the walnut look great together. I'd love to break this up more. I don't like this solid in the walnut here. This was probably two coats of walnut. I know it was. It was 2 coats of walnut here. So when you do the 2 coats, you get more of a solid kind of a color. I like this. Let me get it closer if I can without the camera going nuts. But you can kind of see how that breaks on top. I really like the look when it breaks. And then here's the inside. So you can kind of get a better look at how it breaks on top. Oh, Leah, I'm sure you do have a lot more ideas. A lot more ideas. So this one here was the interesting one for me, okay? So this one here, I believe this here is probably my, oh, what do I call it? What is that color? Now it's not coming to my mind now. But it's got the walnut up top, see here? And I've drew the walnut down further. So in other words, I coated everything with this one here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Leah. So I made everything this color. So I dipped this piece in this color, okay? And then I put the walnut glaze over top. But I ran the walnut glaze almost all the way down. And I just like how it breaks on top and how it runs. So I'm really liking that. And this is my older clay body. And look how it goes purple inside. I mean, look at that. Is that wild or what? Those 2 color combinations have purple in them. I really find this one to be really crazy. I hope it comes through in the camera as much as I can see it here. It's really, really cool looking, actually. The yellow might need the coolest part of the kiln. Well, that's a good point. That's a good point, Ben. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Swan City. If it was textured, you'd get a look. Yeah, Gail, so that's a good point. You know, Gail has a very good point that if I put more texture in these things, that would look amazing, you know? And to your point, Ben, I think that you're right. And maybe I need to put the yellow probably more to the top, I think. I mean, it's pretty cool. Yeah, the last pot you pulled out was very interesting. Yeah. Which was the last pot I pulled? Was it? This was the first one I pulled out, I think. This was that yellow I talked about with the walnut up top. And you can see the walnut and the yellow, they don't go together. I don't think they do. My wife might say otherwise. This is me. This is me right here. So that, you know, that's, you know, that's just me. But anyhow, the last one, okay. Yeah, it probably was actually the last one I was holding. It was either this one or this one. No, it wasn't this one, was it? Because this one here was interesting too, the way it came out. Which this is the walnut on the bottom. That was the walnut on the bottom. And then this is the oatmeal up top. You can kind of see down in here where the oatmeal pulled up right there. Where it just kind of stopped. But yeah. Her Butterbell, only yellow. Yeah, of course she wants the yellow. You know, to each their own, right? I mean, I like the red. The deep red is pretty cool. I mean, I do have a decent dark red. And I like that dark red. Or firing to cone 5 or a cool cone 6. Okay. Well, yeah, I never tried to do a cone 5, but I could try it and see what happens. And there's that yellow again. See, there's that yellow. This, there's that stinking yellow right here. This is the oatmeal. You can kind of see how I broke them like that. And then I put the walnut up top. Yeah, I don't know. That's really different there. This was a test right here to see what they kind of look like when they broke together, but I'm not 100% on that one. This one here is pretty interesting too. Oh, this is a deep avocado. That's what that was. See? That's deep. Right there is deep avocado. So I glazed the whole piece deep avocado and then put walnut down probably to here somewhere. And then it ran the rest of the way. Where's the red and oatmeal? Oh. I think this is the oatmeal right here. This was the red and oatmeal. That's the red and oatmeal, I think. And you can see how it acts a lot different on that different glaze. Every time I put this over top of another glaze, this is what happens. And it actually looks pretty cool. There's nothing wrong with that piece. It looks really cool the way it breaks. And if you see this in person, it looks even better. I just don't know it's coming through the camera perfectly, but you know. But that's what that one is right there. Oh, and I also have another one here. This is another one. Sky says, I'm pretty sure yellow ware was their thing. Really? I don't know. Maybe it was. I could be. But yeah, that's the red. That's the dark red with the oatmeal on top. But you see how it looks like I only did one coat of oatmeal. You thought we'd be pinkish. No, it actually turned out really nice. It really did. I'm not a pink fan, but you know. And it, you know, and then this guy here was pretty cool because there again, so I coated this guy. What was it? Yeah, I did. So I coated this whole pig in the cobalt blue. Okay? And then I dipped him again in the walnut. And look how it broke up here. It's like, you know, and this whole top was covered with oatmeal. The whole top. And look how it ran the oatmeal away somehow. I don't know. I don't know how that happened, but I know it was all coated with oatmeal. The whole thing up top was coated. But he looks really good, actually. I mean, really good. I gotta get a cork for him. Oh, thank you. Yeah. He's pretty cool. I think he turned out pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm still a fan of this. I'm still a fan of this. I don't know why. I still am. The cinnamon and the walnut. Beginning in the 18th century, potters in Scotland and northern England began manufacturing vessels of yellow firing clay. The trade spread to the Wales. Interesting. Interesting fact, Mr. Ben. Interesting fact. I did not know that, so thank you for adding that. And Gigi's need with the purple. Oh my God. I had to Google to make sure I wasn't spreading lies. I appreciate you. I really do. That's a great thing to note because I didn't know that. So it was a yellow clay. Yes, I like the way that one broke too. So we have a good glaze here. I have a lot of good glazes. Maybe not so much in the combinations, I think. I think this combination is great, obviously. I think that the oatmeal and the walnut look great together. I told you those would look nice together. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And also, you know what I also like is when I leave some of the clay body, the bare clay body. I kind of like that too. Of course, it's not bare on the inside, but I left it on the outside here. So I like that too. And this was the oatmeal on top of the walnut. Walnuts on the bottom. There it kind of pulled down, ran down a little bit. But I'm really happy, actually. These glazes turned out pretty nice overall. Do you? And I tell you, I do. I'm really happy with a lot of these things. I mean, now I'll stand here and look at them. I'm really actually liking them more and more. I'm not sure about this. It's not even bumpy, you know? So I'm not sure what that is right there. If you all can see that. I'm not sure if it's not bumpy. I don't know. Look at that, the yellow on the inside. I mean, holy crap. I don't know. Just me, maybe. This piece is quite an interesting piece. I think I need to reglaze this one and put it back in and give it another shot. I think it deserves it. And of course, here's the one I like too with the oatmeal and the walnut. I do like that combination. It got a little bit dark in here. I don't know quite why, but that combination actually looks pretty good. So I like seeing the clay body too. Yeah, I do too, Gail. I like seeing it too. And I'm starting to get into this, is I'm starting to let some of the clay body show. Like here's an older piece I did. And I think they call this a gateway or something like that, where you swirl two pieces of clay together. And is this light too much, guys? Or is it there? I feel like I'm washing out my piece. But I made a bunch of this stuff, and people buy it. They love that. And this is just a raw clay body. And there I swirl them together. Put him back up. Yeah, there's another one. He's got clear glaze on him, though. He's just got a clear glaze. Let's see. And these here look good, too. Marbling. Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly what it is, marbling. I call it sandstorm. That's what I coined it as, sandstorm. But you're right, it's like a marbling effect. And you never know what you're going to get with it. You know what I mean? So I always liked it. And I sold a lot of that. I actually did a lot of that in my past. Because it just seemed like people wanted to buy it. So I just made a lot of it. I don't make so much of it right now, which maybe I should. So this is a really cool glaze too. And I like the speckled clay. I think that adds an effect to it too. So I really like that. Really like that. So I think this piece was these two here, even though, I mean, what I have on the bottom is different. I think they turned out pretty cool. This one's probably the better one of the two. But I still like how this drew down. If I can get that in the screen or not. I feel like I'm washing out my piece with the light. Some of the effects on that are pretty cool. You like the exposed foot? I do too. Yeah. Yeah, I think I do need to get some more speckled clay for sure. I just like this look. I don't know. I need to make that happen across a lot more of my pieces. A lot more of my pieces. And I like this too. You know, the way this piece was, and this I think was a mistake. So when I was glazing, I think what happened is I had probably a deep avocado underneath this thing. And then I went and put mint on it because I probably thought I had put mint on it, and so that's why I grabbed the mint and did it again. Okay? So I had deep avocado, which is not a glossy glaze. It's kind of a semi-gloss glaze, right? So then what Terry does, and he goes and puts mint over top of the avocado. All right, which is why I'm getting this effect right here. It looks like the mint just rolled right off that avocado and pulled right down into here. It's like those two said, I don't like you, and I'm going to start making all kinds of weird stuff going on here. It's really interesting. So then what Terry did is he thought, well, now that I have that mint on there, let's put some white oatmeal on there. So now I got the white on there too. You kind of see the inside, how it kind of ran a little bit, but that's what that is. That's the deep avocado with the mint on top with the white of the oatmeal. So I like a celery. Yeah, so do I. And I'm going to get some of those glazes because I love them. I love the effects that you get with them, and I'm definitely going to get some of those glazes. As soon as my store opens up and I start selling pieces, I'm going to buy some more of those glazes because I like the way they look. Hi, Ty. So, yeah. Interesting piece for sure. But that was kind of a mess up that, you kind of, sometimes you learn that way, right? When you make a mistake. But there's the mint, speckled clay, and it looks like the oatmeal on top. Oatmeal on top. So yeah, that's a nice piece too. There's a great example. If you don't leave the foot unglazed, that pot would been stuck to the shelf. Absolutely. Breaking out a diamond blade. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't like to do that. I do leave all the feet right here unglazed for that reason. And I like to have a foot on them because of, if I have something running, I do not want to have a problem here. You know what I mean? And if anybody's been through that, you try to avoid that at all costs, right? I mean, here's here's an example. Here's an example right here. Look at this. Yeah. Okay. I even left a little bit of a foot, but that cobalt blue, it ran. I like how it split down the handle though. There's my signature handle, by the way. I love making handles this way. I think they just fit better in your hand. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, but I love them. But yeah, I like how this cobalt broke on the edges like this. So that's one of my pieces, but I gotta grind this. Gotta grind that little bit, but that's okay, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, really. I made a bunch of pieces like this where I split them. People like the look. It was kind of a little bit more modern. Oh, hi, Joyce. Yeah. Everybody loves your handles. Well, I think a lot of people do. Probably, they're not for everybody, right? But a lot of people like the thing that on the top, I did this because by making a handle this way, you can use it left or right, the way I see it. You can put your thumb here. It's a nice flat spot. And when you're drinking like that, right? Or if you're left-handed, you're drinking like this. So I come up with, this is nothing new, guys, okay? But I started doing this, and I really like the idea. I like the design. I like the way the glazes break on it because it gives me a nice edge here for a break. So, a lot of my thought went into how that looked and why I did what I did. So yeah, but yeah, hey, I'm getting back to your glazes and sticking to the shelves. Yeah, here's another example where that cobalt ran like crazy. And that happens. Here's another view of another handle I did. I love those handles, by the way. I do like them. I just do like them. But, so the reds turn out good. These, I think, turn out great. This is interesting, and I'm going to try this again. Again, that was a deep avocado. And a deep avocado is not, it's like a semi-gloss, like I said before, but it's glossy now. It's glossy now. So that's a combination I think I'll try again. It's more of a rustic looking, but I get this purple in here. If you see that, I get a little bit of purple. And purple on the inside, which I'm not, I don't know. This combination, I wish it wouldn't come out with that purple on the inside. But that's just me, you know? That's just me. There's another one where I left the raw glaze down here. This is a cobalt blue. And then this is a walnut up top. And that's one coat of walnut. That's not two. So you can kind of see what the one coat looks like. But the blue, the cobalt blue likes to run anyhow. So it's going to grab that walnut and pull it with it anyhow. And the walnut wants to do that too. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. You love that tiny cup. Ingo, hey, how you doing? What do snowmen like to do? And chill out. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they like to chill out. I will be live New Year's Eve, guys, if you want to join me then. It'd be kind of cool to get, and other potters are in here right now. I know you are. It'd be cool if New Year's Eve we could somehow get us all together on one screen. That would kind of be cool. Just a thought I'd put out there, but it'd kind of be cool that we all kind of get on the screen, and because everybody's going to love us, you know what I mean? We all kind of have the same fans anyhow, so I think it'd be a nice idea. You like purple, Gail? Oh. Yeah, so, yeah, that's not quite, it's a small shot glass. Let's just say that. You like the purple? Well, and look at this piggy. So this piggy, I mean, he was supposed to be purple. And look what the purple did to me. You know, look at that. He ran all over the place. He ran to the bottom, and it's not even purple right here. I mean, it's a different shade of purple, I guess you'd say it is, but, you know, it's just, I'm not happy with the purple. So we're going to find another purple, I think. Just not happy with that. You know? He's definitely one of a kind. I got a bad joke for you. Go. In the opening of Superman, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. What was the guy who saw the bird so excited about? What was the guy who saw the bird so excited about? I can't answer that question. Maybe he can. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what his name was. I remember, but I can't place it. You know what I mean? So this was a piece here that I showed you guys that this is the teal, this is the walnut, and I just basically dipped them that way. You know what I mean? I dipped the walnut here, dipped the teal like this, and that's kind of how they all, this is where they overlapped. There was nothing exciting about the bird. That's a good one, Ben. Yeah, so that combination is pretty cool too. I like how that they act together. So I think I might have to do this combination. I have not done this combination any other place. This is the only piece I did it on. And I kind of like that, but maybe what I'll do is put the walnut up here. Oh, you like it, Gail? Yeah, so maybe what I'll do is use the teal and put the walnut like up top, and it'll break across this edge like it does. I have one. How do you keep a turkey in suspense? I don't know. Oh, that turned out pretty cool, I think. That was actually 2 coats of walnut as well. So 2 coats of the teal, 2 coats of the walnut. You like the sideway cut or sideway dip? Oh, thank you, Dio. Yeah, I used to, like I said, I did it in the past because people like it because it looks different, you know, and it looked maybe a little more modern. I guess you could say that. I don't know, but yeah. So you'll see some of my pieces where I've done that in the past, but through my years of making pottery. But I tried different things and seen what sells. You know, I went and talked to these people personally. They come to my booth and you talk to them and you kind of get a feeling of what people are buying at different places. And so you make those and you know, think, well, at this craft show, you know, people were buying this. So, you know, and he started making pieces, and that's how I ended up doing stuff like this. Because somebody probably said something to me and said, hey, can you do it on a diagonal? It's like, well, I never did it, but yeah. I just got to say, are you calling everyone turkeys? That's exactly what she's doing. That's, you know, keeping us all in suspense, right? Superman climbed the Empire State Building and challenged King Kong to a fight. King Kong said, I don't have time. I have to catch a plane. That's a good one, too. Oh, man. So, yeah, so here's my pieces for my kiln. I do like that combination, actually. I do like it. You know, the more you stand and look at pieces, you kind of, you see the beauty in the piece, right? I mean, at first thoughts, you know, are one thing, right? You know, you get a first thought of a piece, but when you actually stand and look at it and you see the depth of the piece and you start seeing things like, no, that is amazing. You know, that's actually pretty cool. You start enjoying the beauty of the piece, right? I mean, all of us potters, I think, go through that where, you know, we might pull a kiln opening and it's not what we expect, right? I get that all the time where you're not expecting something. And that's why it feels like Christmas all the time. But I think we all go through it. And, you know, so when I was pulling things out of the kiln, I'm thinking, nah, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. But, you know, when you stand back and you really start looking at the pieces, and again, the depth of the glaze and the shape and how it feels in your hand and that kind of thing, you start to get an appreciation for the product, you know, for the pottery itself. I told my daughter that joke when she was 7. She got mad because I wouldn't tell her. Superman writes on the wall, Batman is a wuss. The next day, Batman writes on the wall, Superman is Clark Kent. I like your jokes. That's pretty cool. Look how that ran there. Isn't that pretty kind of cool there? Way it just kind of runs there. I hope I'm getting them close enough for you guys so you can actually appreciate what's going on there. But it's quite nice. Quite nice. So that kiln opening, I still believe the kiln opening was a success. I really, really do. I'm pretty happy with the way every piece kind of turned out. And we can go over, some of you might be new in here and haven't seen some of the other pieces I've done. Let's walk over here. This is where all the mess happens, but stuck. Okay, there we go. I mean, here's some of the other pieces I've done. If you're new to this channel, in my pottery, here's some of my other pieces that I've done, and I have these as kind of displayed behind me as I'm throwing. But yeah, I got some really nice cobalts, or cobalt, I should say. Get some of dirt. Oh my gosh, they're dusty. You know, being in a studio like this, everything gets dusty, right? I mean, we got to vacuum all the time. But there's a cobalt I have right there. pretty awesome cobalt. And the thing that makes this thing pop is the white clay body, the white stoneware clay. That makes this glaze freaking amazing. I mean, it looks amazing on my other clay body, but the white just, man, it adds so much depth to it. I love blue, so I love the cobalt. And again, here's my oatmeal and my walnut together. They really look cool together. Can you all see that good enough? I don't know if y'all can see it great, but it really looks cool. I like the cobalt blue, and the orange is nice. Yeah, so the orange, the orange is actually, this color here is cinnamon. So that's my cinnamon glaze with the walnut on top. So yeah, you can see how the walnut breaks incredibly over the piece, which is pretty cool. Again, cinnamon, walnut. I like how this comes down. I like the colors that back here along the edge really look cool together. And again, the breaking on that edge. I like how the walnut tries to run down the handle here. Very cool, I think. And of course, now here was the deep avocado that I have. You can see it's not a shiny glaze. It's more of a satin glaze. Okay. But so yeah, I mean, interesting stuff, I think, you know. And this was another one where I put this was a test. I had some runs on it, but I did the oatmeal. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I did the oatmeal, and then I put one coating of deep avocado on the rim, and it's just a touch of color up here. But it looked pretty interesting to me. Here's another one where I just put one coat of that on there, and it's a different look to it, you know. And then of course I have this one here, which this is of course the oatmeal. The oatmeal I do like. All your work is beautiful. Thank you, Hugo. And of course this is the mint across here. And I always try to put a foot here, and on my bowls I try to have a nice ring, foot ring. But yeah, another one of my nice pieces, I think. But yeah, overall we had a pretty successful day. I had to wait a whole freaking day, to get this, but I'm pretty happy with them. Pretty happy with the kiln opening. Sorry for all that moving around. I don't want to make you guys sick. So I got a load for a bisque firing, and I'm serious. I've got a ton of stuff that I need to get in the bisque firing, like this nice piece here. Got this piece here that I need to put in for the bisque firing. Nice lidded jar, or nice deep dish. So he's got to go in and get bisque fired. I've got so many things that have to go, and I've got so many cups. Let me pull you guys off this stand here for a minute. Which was my favorite today? You know, Ben, I do have a lot of combinations I like. This deep avocado and walnut is amazing, the way they acted together. It's very interesting to me. And this is the same one here too. I mean, these guys here just, it's really neat the way they acted. I'm trying to look through my phone to see if I can get you guys a better view of that, but it wants to go blurry on me. You picked mine. Yeah, I'm intrigued by it. You know what I mean? I'm intrigued at how that looks. That's just, to me, that's amazing how it's separated out. And I think Gail's got a good point too, that if I put more design on here, I think it'll really break really cool. The first one you picked up, which is this one, yeah. This one here, I'm really intrigued by it. And deep avocado and walnut glaze. Look at that. The inside of that is pretty cool. Look how it pulls the sides down there. You can see the individual. I mean, it's pretty cool the way it does that. This is what I say. You know, every potter, we start looking at our pieces, and once you really start looking at them and you place your hands on them, you start to really appreciate how the glaze runs and how the glaze reacts with the other glazes. And you really get a firm appreciation of all of that and how it happens, you know? It's one of the things I love about pottery. I'm not, you know, I can't say I love glazing. It's quite a task for me to glaze. I love the throwing part, you know. I think everybody does. It's the exciting part, right? You have your hands in the clay. But the most probably fun part for me is the kiln openings, because you pull your pieces out and you see the combinations you get and what happens in the kiln. And I can't express it. I can't put words to it, but I'm trying. It just looks amazing to me, you know? And it just, when you see stuff, it just, you know, you kind of like, oh, wow, look at that. You know, it's like you're amazed by it. And when you get a really close-up look at it and you really start looking into the glaze, you get a real appreciation of all of it, you know? Even this one here, I mean, this is what I like to see. I like to see runs. I don't know if anybody else does, but I love to see the glaze grab a hold of other glazes and just take off, you know, in an uncontrolled manner and just look amazing. And when you start to get that, when I start to get that, I find amazement at it. You know what I mean? And these pieces, I really do like. It's funny, Ben, that I picked the one that you picked, because these guys here are just pretty amazing to me. You know, I'm sure I couldn't do these in a. Well, you know what? I could. Once I get a gas kiln, I can kind of see what these look like at a cone 6, and you know, see what that, because it's going to look different, right? I mean, fire changes the glaze so much, and that's what amazes me about doing that, is firing with a flame instead of electric. I don't know if I can get a close-up of that, but it just freaking, the way that glaze just, you know, it kind of reminds you of the eye, how you look into people's eyes and they kind of have different colors in them like that. But yeah, so that's probably my favorite one of the day. I really do like that. I have some other combinations I like as well. I mean, this one here is pretty amazing to me. Wish it wouldn't get blurry on me. I feel like it gets blurry on me and I can't. I mean, look at how they kind of ran there. I mean, that's kind of cool. Thank you. Yeah, I think it did too. That just, And I, you know, and Ben, I wouldn't have picked those two. I mean, I obviously did, but I wouldn't have thought they would have looked that way together. You know what I mean? I mean, that just, and even at the bottom, glare. Even at the bottom, I mean, I don't know. It just, if you see this thing in person, man, it would look awesome. It just looks really cool. It's a nice drinking vessel too. I mean, the ribs, it kind of fits your hand really well. It just, I don't know. I might have to try this one. That's my speckled clay body. And the speckled clay body, I love it and hate it at the same time. I think it looks great. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I think the speckled clay body looks great. However, that magnesium, I guess, that's in that tries to pull through. You know, you'll have spots where it. Let me see if I can get it. Can you see it, Ben? And Joyce, can you see it? It looks pimply in a way, like it dips in a little bit, but they're closed up. Everything is closed up tight. But if you can look in that shine, you can kind of see how the texture is a little bit. But it's all completely solid. It's not down to the clay body at all. So it's perfectly fine. But the speckled clay does that, and I don't understand. It must be what's in the clay body itself. Is my guess is why it does that. Because I don't think my other clay bodies do that. You know what I mean? Like the regular. I mean, you look at that. That's solid. That's about as solid as you're going to get, and that's the white stoneware, of course. But you know, Joyce says yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Magnate. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And I think that's just what you're going to get, right? I mean, with that type of a clay body, you have to kind of expect to get that result. So, and they're closed up, but they just give you that kind of look, you know? So, I'm happy with them. I mean, everything is usable in here. Everything is turned out great. The firing, I mean, they're nice ring. I mean, everything's perfect. I mean, the clay body closed up really nice. It looks very tight. You can get it's hard to get a good shot at, but I don't know. It's hard to see because the phone won't go that close, but it's a real nice, everything fired perfect. The clay is at its proper heat. The glaze, I think, is at its proper heat. That is just freaking amazing, guys. I keep looking at this cup because I see something different. You know, when you fire, you look at your piece and you pick it up and you're looking at it, you feel like you can look at it for hours almost because you see something different every time or something new every time that you didn't quite see before. And I find it amazing. This is what our potters love about it, I think, at least I do, is seeing the result of your hard work, right? And especially when you get a result like this that you weren't quite expecting, and it's beautiful, right? And this is where your love comes into pottery, I think, is appreciating every single process and how the glaze runs over the piece and, you know, the shape of the piece and just, you know, it's just really, really cool. I mean, that piece too, this is probably 2 coats of the walnut, and this was a single coat of the walnut. You know, it's just, everything matters, right? How you put the glaze on, how you make the piece, so how the glaze runs over the piece. It's really cool. So, I mean, I'm hoping I'm helping people that aren't used to really looking at pottery and find an appreciation for it. Every potter's different. Every piece that they make is different. You know what I mean? And when you pick up a piece and you hold a piece, you feel it in yourself. You know, you feel it coming through the piece, the energy of it, and the beauty of it, and how it feels in your hand is amazing. And I hope I'm bringing that across to some of you that are not real familiar with pottery, but the beauty of pottery itself and how unique it is. I don't care what pottery you go to, everybody's going to be different, and they're beautiful. You know, find a potter close to you or something, or go online and look for potters. They're all over. We have several potters in here right now. And look at their pieces, man. I mean, YouTube is full of potters right now. Go on there and search them out, and you're going to find all kinds of great pieces of work. You know, and you won't find two the same. And you will find a potter that you actually love their work, and you will probably purchase all the time off them. Once you have a piece, you're going to want more. I'm telling you. It's just, every piece is unique. You can buy a piece from Walmart all day long, and it's junk. It's all junk. Okay? When you hold a piece like that, you're going to fall in love with the feel of it. You're going to fall in love with how it looks. All right? And you'll have a greater appreciation of the amount of work that goes into a piece like this. You know? Amazing. Amazing stuff, guys. I like how that ran. That's really cool how that ran. I'm sorry, guys. I hope I'm not rambling here. This is what I do, okay? If I turn the cameras off, I'm going to be standing here looking at each piece and just looking at every aspect of them, right? The shape, the color, the glaze, how it reacted. So I hope I'm not boring anybody out there with my explanations, and going through all this stuff. But you know, this is what we live for, right? I mean, us potters, we love the end result and the feel and the shape. And I don't know, I'm rambling. I'm sure I'm rambling here, but I can't express more of how we feel when we open a kiln opening, and the amazement and the beauty. And I hope I bring that across to you guys too. You know, because this kind of stuff is what it's about. Look at that inside there. Man, I'm really happy, guys. I'm really happy. That walnut is amazing glaze. It really is. So if any other potters out there like that glaze, sorry, I'm going underneath my thing here. This is the glaze right here, walnut. Coyote. There's the number, and that's how you can find that glaze. Okay? Any potters out there that want that walnut glaze, there it is. And it's a commercial glaze, guys. I'm not sure everything that's in it, but there you go. Yeah, I'm just amazed by it. I really am. So these speckles are magnesite. Usually, that's the black magnetic sand you find in the beaches. I've used magnets before in the Cape and mixed in the clay. Okay. It comes out so cool if you wanting it. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Joyce. So that's the black speckles in the sand. Okay. Well, thank you, Ben. Thank you for that explanation, because I tell you what, that I like, you know, maybe it's not for everybody, right? And that's why I say people need to search out for potters, right? And see what fits them. But I kind of like that. I kind of like that look. It's hard for me to get that shown for you guys without it being blurry. I don't know. It's really cool. Thank you for the glaze number. You're welcome, Joyce. I mean, if you're, like I said, the walnut is really amazing, and I can't say how happy I am about it. the way it breaks and the colors and stuff like that. And you know, and you saw my cones, so it's a little bit hotter of a cone 6, okay? But so you saw the result, and these came out of the bottom of the kiln. They were hotter than a cone 6. And you saw the 7 cone. 7 cone was coming down. So, yeah. Dang. It's really cool. Really cool. I'm really happy, guys. I'm super happy with this. I hope you guys appreciated this too. I think many of you have. Yeah, I'm amazed. I am simply amazed. And hey, I can't shout out enough. You know, this is the first scut I've ever owned. Okay, and I really love it. I love the scut kiln. I like the speckles personally. Just the oatmeal, I think over it would be cool too. They are cool, but it reminds me of an English Cornish stone glaze. Oh, interesting, Ben. Huh, I'll have to look that up, actually. And start, you know, doing some more research in this. And it's just it, too. You know, when I start making my glaze combinations, I'm going to start looking into more about the clay body, too, because that matters. It matters a whole bunch. So, and I understand that that's why some potters mix their own clay body because of that. Because between their glazes and their clay body, that's how they're getting the looks that they want. You know, I understand all that. And I think I need to learn a lot more about the clay bodies and the glazes themselves, right? I mean, that's probably where I'm lacking, you know? So, but yeah, I mean, the Scut kiln I'm very happy with. This is the model I have right here. That's the model I have. All right, single phase, 240 volt. I love this model. It's not a huge model, okay? It's not the 12, but I gotta tell you, 3-inch brick. I've never had a kiln with 3-inch brick actually. This thing heats up easy, cools down easy. It seems like it's really nice. Now I would not have gotten this, okay? This is something that I would not have purchased except for the fact that I have a day job. And because of this, I can sit at my day job and watch my kiln. Okay? That's why I have this. Otherwise, I would have gotten just a panel because frankly, I don't need this except for that one feature. Okay? I do like the fact that it gives you a graph and all that, and I can download it on my PC, but probably the other one does that too. I didn't look at that, but it probably does, you know? But yeah, I love the kiln. If anybody is in the purchasing of a new kiln, I would recommend this kiln, to be honest with you. It was an expensive kiln. I was blessed to be able to get this kiln because I don't have the kind of money hanging around, and it fell into my lap, and I had to purchase a good kiln because this is what I was using before. I learned a lot manual firing a kiln, okay? This is work. This is work, guys. When you have a manual kiln like this, you have a kiln sitter, all right? And you have just just 3 dials, okay? This was work. This was work for me. I had to babysit this guy, all right? You have a kiln sitter, okay? That's, kiln sitter's fine, right? The kiln sitter will ensure that the kiln will shut off, okay? That you don't overfire your kiln. But that's the only thing that thing's going to do for me, right? I've got to put my cones in, and I got to watch my cones. And I've got to make sure that I turn the kiln off when I'm at the cone I want. It's to me I want to say it's like firing a wood-fired kiln or a gas-fired kiln, in the sense that you have to watch your cones. Okay, This is all manual. You have to turn these up and learn your kiln and find out where each dowel has to be at a certain temp, right? And where you just have to learn your kiln. I'm telling you, it's babysitting. 101. They also called it Cornwall Stone Gland. You like the scut, and we don't steer you in every expensive wrong direction. Yeah, I like that one. Hey, happy Thursday. Hey, how you doing, Cynthia? Cynthia, you just got here. You have to see my stuff. I mean, I'm really happy with my stuff. But yeah, this is my old kiln. Again, this was an L&L kiln. This was I bought this kiln obviously used. Obviously used. Can I get it in there? Can you guys see that? Yeah. It's a J230, all right. 2350. So this kiln here has been through a lot. I had to rebuild this freaking kiln. I rebuilt this box. And I rebuilt the stuff inside. I had to put new cone brick or new brick in it, and new elements in it, the whole 9 yards. I had to put these are all new wires. I had to rebuild this kiln. I fired it and it did not work. So, no, thank you, Joyce. Well, I try to go into more in depth about some things, and I'm trying to get the appreciation of pottery out there to a generation that has probably lost that knowledge or that appreciation, or never had it, right? So I'm trying to bring that across. Have a good day, Terry. Have to head back to it. Best wishes to you and everyone here. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate you stopping in. So yeah, here's some of the work that came out today for anybody that missed it. And I would suggest, if you missed this live, because I'm going to end soon, but if you missed this live, please go back and watch it again, or watch it, and watch the firing. I mean, the unloading, because I went through a lot today. I think discussing the glazes a little bit and really looking up close at some of these pieces. This was probably my best. This is my best piece in the kiln. Cinnamon came out nice. It did. Yeah, cinnamon came out very nice. So, I mean, yeah, so if you missed it, please go back and watch it, because I tell you, this kiln opening was nice. I really like it. I really do like it. And I have to get loading for a bisque firing tonight. And I don't know if I should stay on and load the kiln up right now. I have some pieces that I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll come back on later tonight and show you a loading of a bisque firing. It's nothing too spectacular, but some people just don't know, and they don't know the whole process, right? So sometimes it's better to show everybody the whole process. So that is from here to here. These 2 shelves is what we did today in the unloading. So I think that it was a good result. I really do. Yeah, homes are filled with a lot of plastic items. They certainly are. And it's, and I try to get my kids and my grandkids involved in this as far as understanding and appreciating the art of pottery. Okay? This stuff will last longer than me. This piece will be around longer than me. And, my grandkids and great-grandkids, it will be around forever. Right? I mean, what is the only thing we find in history is pottery. This is how we know, there was a past, right? It's because of pottery. So, I mean, I'm stoked. I'm really stoked. I've got this. I've got a load. This needs to be bisque fired, and of course, all my mugs have to be fired. A lot of this stuff here, it's probably getting pretty well dry now. I can actually uncover it. You know, I got pans, I've got bowls. All this stuff needs to be bisque fired. So, I got some work ahead of me, for sure. But here's a couple more of my pieces. A couple more pieces of my work. Yeah, so I think I might. I'll have to ask my wife. Make sure she's okay with me to, which I'm sure she will be. I mean, I have a wonderful wife. But anyhow, I mean, there's some of the work. Oh, there's a dolphin. Yeah. Yeah. Another thing is I got to do my dolphins. You know, I've got dolphins over here. Dolphins that need to make it into the bisque firing. And I should probably leave them uncovered at this point. That's why I'm saying they're going to have to go into bisque firing too. Along with my other pieces. I have several pieces over here as well. Several pieces here that need to be bisque fired. The one thing great about bisque firing is I can pack the kiln as tight as I want. So, yep. Anyhow, there we go. Let me turn my camera around so you can see my ugly mug. So yeah. Anyhow, guys, what do you think? I hope you like this this kiln opening. I think it was a pretty good success. Oh, my wife said she's going to need some help soon. So anyhow, that's good. I'm getting off here anyhow. So guys, I'm going to thank you. I appreciate your time for staying and watching this, and I appreciate you giving me your time. You know, I know that everybody's time is valuable, and I appreciate the time you spend with me. It means a lot to me, and I hope that tonight, you know, or today, I went into more of the glaze on the pieces and how it looks, and kind of explained a little bit more about why us potters love this kind of stuff. You know, it's in our blood, right? And you just have a great appreciation. I hope I brought that across to many of you out there. And look for me tonight. If I am going to be on tonight, I will post it on my YouTube, my Facebooks, and that kind of thing. So keep an eye out. So if I go on tonight, you'll get notified, and we'll see you then. And we'll probably do a load of a bisque fire, and if we have time, maybe we'll do some wheel throwing. Okay. So anyhow, thank you guys. Appreciate you, and maybe we'll catch you later tonight. You all have a great weekend, and New Year's Eve I will be live right here. Okay. We're gonna have some fun bringing the new year on the Potter Wheel like I did last year. All right, we'll see you guys in a little bit, probably, hopefully. Yeah, we probably will. All right, guys, see you later. Bye.